Hi, good evening. I'm Tanya, and thanks for watching. This is my plant-based life, and I share with you different tips, recipes that I've come across. Really just trying to share my journey that my family and myself are having and the foods that we're enjoying. The tip I'm about to share is actually one of my favorite, making your own homemade vegetable broth. It's super easy, and I never thought in a million years that I would be doing this because I thought, well, it's easy enough to just buy at the grocery store. The only thing is when you get it at the grocery store, it's higher in sodium, you can't control the preservatives, and it's so easy. So what I do is when I cut our vegetables, you can see there's celery, there's carrots, there's onions, there's spinach, there's all sorts of stuff. So throughout the week, when I cut my vegetables up, the pieces that I would throw in the compost, I put in a Ziploc bag, I throw it in my freezer, and at the end of the week, I'm going to throw this in, that's what I'm doing tonight, throw this in my crock pot and cover it with water and cook for 6 to 8 hours. So it's already kind of late at my house, so I'm going to throw it in and take it off in the morning. Talk about easy. Just save the ends of your vegetables instead of putting them in the compost. At the end of the week, throw it into your crock pot. If you don't have a crock pot, you can do this on the stove, but you're not going to do it for as long. So you'll probably do it for about half the time, like maybe 3 hours, 2.5 to 3 hours on a slow simmer. Okay, so get it all in there. And then tomorrow when I pull it off, I'm going to strain this out and I'm going to be left with a beautiful vegetable broth. So I'm just going to pour a whole bunch of water over top of this. I have a really big crock pot. That's probably about 12 cups of water. So you don't have to do that many cups of water, but I just fill my crock pot up. I know that you can do it in a smaller bag, but for me this works perfect. Just get it all in there, turn it on low, and let it cook for 6 to 8 hours. So I'm going to pull this off first thing in the morning, let it cool, and once it's cool I'm going to strain out all the vegetables, throw them in the compost, and then I'm going to freeze my broth in 1 to 2 cup Tupperwares in my freezer. So as I need it, I can just pull it out, and then what I need immediately, I'll put in my fridge to use this week. My favorite tip, thought I'd share with you guys. If you get a chance to try this, please let me know what you think, and I'd love to hear how everyone's vegetable broth turned out. I'll show you what it looks like in the morning. Good morning. So our broth has been cooking overnight. I took it off first thing this morning. I turned it off, let it cool, and now I'm going to just strain out all these vegetables that we cooked. Look at how much color we're getting in this broth. It's absolutely amazing. So I'm just going to dump them right into my compost. We're going to strain it off. And I don't know if you can see that rich color that we have in this vegetable broth, but it's amazing and it tastes so good. And the nice thing is that we don't have any sodium in here. There's no added sodium. There's no preservatives. Nothing. So it takes a little bit to strain it all out because you want to get all that stuff. You can even pour it through a sieve to get all the stuff out, or even a cheesecloth. I find that my strainer here, this scoopy strainer, works pretty good. It gets all the seeds and everything out. But I just want you guys to see how dark and flavorful this is going to be. But I fill it up all the way with water, and then I let it cook for 6 to 8 hours. Last night I think it was 9 hours that it was cooking, which is perfectly fine. And then I let it cool completely before I start digging around in here. I don't want to be playing around in hot liquid. I'm just going to pour it into the Tupperwares that I'm going to save in the freezer for another time. That's our vegetable broth. So I've been saving glass jars, but I just find that they work really well to store my vegetable broth in the fridge. So I'll make some up and put it directly into the fridge. I'm making a bit of a mess here, doing it for you guys. But that is really good color on this broth, which means tons of flavor. I'm really excited to make up a soup or a stew. So that's it. That's all there is to it. So save your vegetable ends or vegetable pieces that you're going to throw into the compost. Put it in a Ziploc bag. At the end of the week or whenever your bag is full, throw it in a crock pot. You can also do it on a pan. But if you do use your slow cooker, you can save it in 1 to 2 cup portions in your freezer. I've also heard people freeze them in ice cube trays, so that way they just take out an ice cube. So when the ice cube tray freezes, they empty it into a Ziploc bag, so they have Ziploc bags full of ice cubes of vegetable broth. For me, this is just as easy for me, but if you have a space issue, you can also do it in the ice cube containers. But this is our vegetable broth. Let me know what you think and like the page. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll get this on our website too. Please leave your comments and let me know what you think. Thanks. Have a good day.